Ian from RTO here. Welcome to Pick and Mix. And this week we're having a trip down memory lane, which means we have a look at a top 10 on this day from any year that's randomly picked on the wheel. And for the UK, for this one, we picked 1957, which is 66 years ago. So if it is your birthday today, happy birthday. And it was in May 1957, it was Friday. Wasn't a leap year in 1957. And if you was born that year, you are a baby boomer. Your birth sign is Taurus, and your Chinese zodiac is the dog. So who was Prime Minister in 1957? It was this gentleman, Howard Macmillan, who used to say, "You've never had it so good." So we had a look at a few birthdays. Now I tried to stay away from pop birthdays because Dave will be telling us birthdays later today. So I went for this one, 1953. Irish actor, Remington Steele, James Bond, the fifth James Bond, Mr. Pierce Brosnan. He was born in Trogdeer. I hope I've got that right, in Ireland. And in 1955, remember this darling of the 72 Olympics, Olga Korbut. Yes, she was born in what is now Belarus, but then it was part of the Soviet Union. And another sports star was born in 1970, one of my favourite tennis players growing up, Gabriela Sabatini. She won the US Open back in 1990. She was born in Buenos Aires in Argentina on this day in 1970. So we had a look at their history books as well, and in 1957, so this is actually on this day, in America there was a thing called the Copacabana incident. Now, for those of us who don't understand it, it was between New York Yankee players, including Mickey Mantle and Yogi Berra, and Whitely Fort, Hank Boyle, were involved in a brawl at the Copacabana nightclub while watching Sammy Davis Jr. perform. Yeah. Obviously, they weren't interested in Sammy, but they just wanted too much pop, probably, and got drunk, which was not very good for that time. 1986. Now, everyone would have remembered this. On Dallas, they'd killed off Bobby Ewing, played by Patrick Duffy, and they wanted him back. So where was he? It was all a dream, and he appeared in the shower. Yes, one of the most bizarre comebacks you'll ever hear. So everything since he left was just a dream. How bizarre, but that's television for you. And the only other thing I could find, on this day in 2007, Nicholas Sikorsky became the 23rd President of France. So that's history for the day, but let's have a look at the music on this day. What was in the top 10 on the 16th of May 1957? So at number 10, and it was down 7 places, and this was Young Love, Tap Hunter. Had been on the number 1. It was number 1 in America, and was on its way down now. And very classic. I like this. The words are a little bit dubious now, but in 1957, no one seemed to bother about that. But it didn't have too many hits, did Tap Hunter, but this was his biggest. At number 9 that week, at 2 places, a lovely song from the wonderful Nat King Cole, When I Fall in Love. This was on its way up the charts, and it peaked at number 2. And amazingly, this was never released in America. It's a classic from Nat King Cole. I don't think there's anyone says when they hear this song, "Oh, that's great." Because It's a fantastic song, and I love this song. It's lovely words, and Nat King Cole sings it fantastically. Okay, number 8, we had a non-mover for Mr. Johnny Ray. Yes, Tonight, Josephine. Did get to number 1 here in the UK, but in America it only peaked at number 12 on the US. So it was more popular in Britain than in America. Like this, a great classic song from the 1950s. Okay, at number 7, up 6 places. This is a track by Charles McDivitt, Skiffle, featuring Nancy Whiskey, and it's Freight Train, Freight Train. Yeah, people know the song, but do they know who done it? No. This song was on its way up to number 5, where it peaked, but was never released in America. Now, this is one of them songs that everybody, as I said, everybody knows it, but they don't know who sings it. Yeah, it's not a bad little track. Okay, at number 6, down 1 place, another entry for Tab Hunter. And this is 99 Ways. Second entry, I think he only had about 6 or 7 hits, and he had 2 in the top 10 in the UK in 57. Had reached number 5 on its way down, and again only made number 11 in America. I don't know why he was more popular here. Okay, number 5, down 1 place, Baby Baby, Frankie Lyman and the Teenagers. This was released as a double A side in 1956, but here in the UK, but not in America. The other side, I'm Not a Juvenile Delinquent, got to number 12 on its own here in the UK, and number 4. So this was on its way down. Now, it's a great song, but it's very hard. At the time, Frankie Lyman was only 15 years old, and he was singing some rather, so you don't expect to hear from a 15-year-old, but the song's good. Okay, number 4, down 1 place. Harry Belafonte and the fantastic Banana Boat song. Peaked at number 2, got to number 5 in America, but it was a number 1 hit for him in Belgium and the Netherlands. I love this. I've got a little memory of this song. When I worked in the learning disabilities back in the 80s, every Christmas the staff would put on a show for well, I can't say what we call them because it's not politically correct, but people that attended the Day Centre for Learning Disabilities and their family. We used to have a really big Christmas party, and we used to put on a little sort of thing, and we did a version of this, and we sort of based it on the Ying Tong song. We're moving around and doing day oh dear. Absolutely fun, and we had a lot of fun with it, and it went down quite well. So I've got fond memories of that song. Okay, number 3, up 3 places this week, Guy Mitchell and Rockabilly. On its way up to the top spot for Guy on this one. Only made number 10 in America. Now, everyone remembers Singing the Blues, but I think this is a better song. This has been covered by lots of people, and it's a pretty good song. At number 2, up 9 places, Butterfly by Andy Williams. Now, this was going to be Andy Williams' first number 1 in the UK and in America. Classic song from Andy Williams. People forget this, even though it's his very first number 1. It's quite a great track. Okay, at number 1, and it was for the 5th and final week, and it's a bit of skiffle from Mr. Lonnie Donegan and the Cumberland Gap. This was number 1, first of 3 number 1s that Lonnie achieved here in the UK. Very popular at the time. Great track. And I'll tell you for there's not many songs that mention the town of Middlesbrough. This does. Great track. I like this track. I love Lonnie Donegan. So there we go, folks. The charts from 1957. So that's all for today when it comes to doing little videos. But tonight we have got the live stream from 8 PM British Summer Time, which is 12 noon on the west coast of America, 3 PM on the eastern. Come and join the fun. And we'll be spinning wheels for June's as well this week. So tomorrow it is Friday. And we have got a live album ranking of a band that's been a big talk on the channel, and that's Talk Talk. We'll look at their 2 live albums. And also we got a new album from Sebastian Bach. Now that name rings a bell. He was the former singer of the American rock band Skid Row. He brought out a new album last week, and I was very surprised. So I shall be reviewing that tomorrow. All I can say is have a great day, and if you're watching the stream tonight, I will see you there. Bye for now.